Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. Can you believe it's Wednesday already? Hope you had a good day. Today we're going to talk about how to foster true friendships, 1 Samuel 18, 1 through 3. Most of us long to be in a genuine relationship. God created us with this need, and we were not meant to live in isolation or be alone. But healthy friendships or relationships do not just happen. They require effort. Yesterday, in looking into Jonathan and David's relationship for a biblical model of godly companions, we saw how mutual respect is vitally important for healthy friendships. Now let's look into two more aspects of their relationship. First, they had a deep bond of love, described as souls that were knit together. 1 Samuel 18:1. Second, they exhibited profound devotion, which is a type of commitment that involves giving. To show loyalty, Jonathan had given his friend the gift of his robe and military gear. Both men selflessly offered more. Jonathan even risked his life and future kingship to save David from execution. Notice, too, that Jonathan was often the initiator and the one who gave more. He was a prince, whereas David was just a shepherd. Social status shouldn't interfere with cultivating a true friendship or relationship. We were designed for true companionship based on mutual respect, love, and commitment. This requires not only time, selfless devotion, but also transparency, which means being real even about our faults. Taking such a risk requires trust, but the blessings are well worth the effort. These days, with social media, it's hard to tell if a person is real. And a lot of people don't want to let that guard down. They don't want to show you their real person. Me? I talk too much. I tell you too much. It comes out like vomit. Excuse me for the description. My friends will tell you, did you have to tell them all of that? That's just who I am. And it might be because of the experiences that I've had in my life. I didn't have much growing up. We were poor. And so that covers a wide range of a lot of people. So when my kids were little, we didn't have much. We lived in a mobile home. So, and then whenever I left my first husband, I had to go to a DV shelter, and there's all kinds of people there. So, and there was an incident with my second husband where he took me to a place that was not a very nice place, and there was all kinds of people there. So, somebody had said to me once, you can talk to anybody. You can get along with anybody. And I'm like, well, my mom was married to a truck driver, and we had to go to Grange dances and how would I say it? They weren't like NASCAR races, but like the local track races. I was in 4-H, did the fair, and you guys, a lot of you know I was in the band. And then when I went to my dad's to visit on the weekends, he belonged to a country club. So it was almost like you were acting at his house, because you had to remember which spoon and fork to use. My stepmom was an English teacher, so you had to use, if she asked you to repeat yourself, you knew you didn't use proper English. So you had the country club that you had to deal with. And then when I got in high school, I was in a competition band, and my band director, who was an amazing woman, when we went out of state to compete, you only wore dress attire, and you had to act respectful, and we slept on gymnasium floors. Oh my goodness. The life I've lived, you would not believe. My first husband was DV, so life experiences. But I did have a grandmother and an aunt that I could go to and talk about anything. And my grandma was very wise. And she learned from keywords that I said what my life was like. Some days she would say, "Stop by on your way home. I have your supper ready." Sometimes she would slip me $20 or $40. And she would say, "Don't you worry, honey. It's going to be okay." Come to find out later, she had lived my life. And I just found out this past week, the aunt that I am so close to, she's lived my life too. So God places people in your life for a reason. 100% believe that. But back to relationships and friendships. It can't be one-sided. Be it a friendship, be it a relationship, you have to work just as hard as they do. I've talked about that many times. Same with your relationship with God. You got to spend time with Him, or you won't have a relationship. Love you, my friends.